Welcome to Monday Night Raw. The Raw after the Royal Rumble preview and predictions for January 29th, 2024. I can't wait to get into this show today. We're going to give you preview and predictions. It's going to be a stacked, entertaining show tonight. We've got a lot of questions that we need to start getting the answers to as we are on the road to WrestleMania. So please stay tuned and find out what's going to happen tonight. Welcome back to my channel, the X2 As Nice. If you're new here to our channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Now, here we go, folks. We're going to start off going down the card, the advertised card for tonight. We get Jey Uso versus Bronson Reed, as that was issued on last Monday night. We get to hear from Cody Rhodes. We will hear from Bayley. Those are the two winners of the Royal Rumble. We get a huge tag team championship match, DIY versus Judgment Day, Priest and Balor. That's going to be an awesome matchup. And then the main event, this one's been brewing for the last few weeks between Imperium and New Day. We get the Intercontinental Championship on the line, the Intercontinental Champion Gunther versus Kofi Kingston in the main event. So that's going to be awesome. So we have 1, 2, 3 matches that are on the marquee. I would say you could expect 1 or 2 more pop-up matches here. But before we get started, breaking news! As reported in the dirt sheets, CM Punk tore his tricep during his short and brief stint in the Royal Rumble at the hands of Drew McIntyre. He will be out of action, and it doesn't look good for WrestleMania. Wow. So that's really the news of the day. CM Punk, he was injured in AEW, and now his first match, and it wasn't even a real match, it was a Royal Rumble match, which that requires even less strain on your body if done correctly. That's why if you watch my preview to Royal Rumble, I predicted Hulk Hogan to come out and be in the Final Four and have his last match, but that didn't happen. However, the point of me bringing up the Hogan pick was it's an easy way to get a guy in a match without getting injured. And Punk gets injured in the Rumble. Now, I know he had a bigger role than would said Hulk Hogan type appearance would have done, but still, very unfortunate for CM Punk. You got to figure they've made all their money off the merchandise sales with Punk coming back already, but it looks like he's going to miss WrestleMania. He's going to have that tricep repaired. The question here is what's going to happen. CM Punk was looking to challenge for Seth Rollins. Who's going to step up and challenge Seth Rollins? Okay, but the breaking news of the day, CM Punk. Now, this has not been confirmed by the WWE yet, but however, Punk is supposed to come out tonight and address his future. So unless this is a swerve, a work, this will be an interesting time for Punk. He may be even announcing his retirement. Who knows? I mean, you never know. Punk was really dejected in AEW with those couple injuries he had. Who knows? He may be at the point where he's ready to hang him up. But I'd say he'll at least have one more match. I do think that will happen. But news of the day, CM Punk likely out of WrestleMania with a torn tricep. Now, the other big items that will happen tonight is Bayley coming out. I really don't see Bayley. I think, Damage Control, I think they're going to try to talk her in to challenging Rhea Ripley. But if you look on paper, who do you want to challenge, Rhea Ripley or Io Sky? And I think it's going to be pretty clear to Bayley, but I think it may take a story to get us there. And I think that's going to be a very interesting story, too, to watch that play out, where Bayley is slowly exiting Damage Control, and I think she will be turned on, and she will be out of Damage Control very soon, and her and Io will battle for the Women's Championship at WrestleMania. Now, what about Rhea Ripley? I think Rhea's going to probably have a feud with Becky, and I think we're going to get to see Becky and Nia Jax tonight. I think Becky and Rhea will feud for the Women's Championship, the Raw Women's Championship. And I think that's going to be a great match. Now, I also believe tonight we're going to see her debut on the Raw roster, the superstar Jade Cargill. I think she'll be out there tonight. I think we're going to see Becky, Rhea, and Nia in the ring, and I think Jade comes out, and I think they're going to play. I think we're going to see Nia Jax and Jade Cargill at WrestleMania or Elimination Chamber, but I would save that one for WrestleMania. That's going to be a big matchup. That's going to be huge. I think there's going to be more excitement in Jade Cargill versus Nia Jax than either of the two women's Raw or SmackDown title matches. I just want to throw this out there. If you want to have just an unbelievable match, if she's ready to go, right? If she's ready, if she's passed all the standards, her wrestling's up to par, and she's ready, you want to have the biggest women's main event in WrestleMania history, you got it right here. You just got to serve it up to the people. It would be Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley. How bad to the bone would that be? Like the people say, the young people, that would be fire. That would be Riz, baby. That would be awesome. So we get there's a lot of questions. Hopefully we'll start to get some answers tonight as we get to hear from Bayley and see the women unfold. Now let's move to the men's winner, Cody Rhodes. He gets to call his shot. And you kind of look at the situation the same as if with Bayley's situation. You've got an injured Seth Rollins. Now, does Cody want to go get that revenge over Roman Reigns and win the undisputed title? Or does he want to challenge an injured, a depleted, dejected Seth freaking Rollins at WrestleMania? So these are all valid questions. We're going to get some answers tonight. Now, in my opinion, I think Cody goes on. I've given up on The Rock coming for WrestleMania. Okay, I've given up on that. I think the WWE's missing a huge opportunity to kind of cover up that Vince McMahon scandal by not pushing The Rock here. I think The Rock coming in would kind of sweep some of that under the rug, and I don't think it's going to happen. Okay, and that's one of the reasons I went out with some predictions of The Rock winning and going on to face Roman at WrestleMania was that was going to be good for the WWE PR-wise to cover up some of that stuff. But I don't think it's going to happen. I do think tonight will be a good indicator, though. If Rock and Roman is going to happen, I think there'll be some sort of tease tonight. Okay? Now, the situations could be the same as Bayley versus Rhea. She's too smart. I want to challenge Io. It could be that. That would be an easy transition. Cody Rhodes decides he wants the Rhodes family to finally win a title, and he takes the easier path on paper, the injured Seth Rollins. So there is the angle set up if you want to pivot from Cody Roman 2 to Roman versus Rock. And the CM Punk injury has come in handy here somewhat, because now you don't have to have the Punk main event WrestleMania that was probably in his contract because he's unable to go. So you could now pivot, and we could see Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, which would be a great match. And Seth is going to have some sort of surgery coming up, so the belt's got to switch. Cody's got to win something. So there you go. So we could see those scenarios playing out. But I'm beginning to really give up on The Rock at WrestleMania versus Roman. I do believe the CM Punk injury opens that door, though. They may have to push Roman into that spot now. Otherwise, are you going to have Gunther versus Seth, which they've already kind of set up a little bit last week? Gunther says he wants it, but he didn't win the Rumble. But Gunther could win the Elimination Chamber. But does Gunther versus Seth Rollins move the needle like Seth, Cody, and Roman and The Rock? And the answer to that is no. Sorry, Gunther. You're a bad to the bone dude, but you don't move the needle yet as far as ratings goes and excitement. Sorry, brother. But it's going to be a very good show tonight. We're going to get a lot of answers, and I think if we get teased again tonight, then there could have been a pivot here, and we could be going toward a Rock Roman match. Okay, I've been saying it. I think Rock versus Roman needs to be for the world title, and if The Rock wins the world title, hey, you have a historical world championship reign coming to an end. and by a historical former WWE champion, The Rock. That makes sense. Okay, not a guy chasing a storybook like Cody. It doesn't make as much sense. So, a couple of different ways to look at those two angles there. All right, let's get into the picks for the night. We've got, and these are not for betting purposes, but for entertainment value only. Jey Uso versus Bronson Reed. Jey with an excellent showing at the Royal Rumble. He's going to defeat Bronson Reed tonight. I think that's a no-brainer. Now, we have a huge World Tag Team title matchup. DIY versus Judgment Day. I could see Judgment Day losing here. R-Truth costing them the titles. But I just can't go out on the limb. My predictions for the Rumble were so horrible that I'm going to have to tighten it up a little bit and stick to the Judgment Day here. Priest and Balor getting the win. And then in the main event, we get Gunther versus Kofi Kingston. There's no way Kofi beats Gunther. There's no way that belt comes off Gunther this close to WrestleMania. Gunther is my pick. So 3 matches on the marquee for tonight. Look for a couple of pop-ups. Will we see an AJ Styles or a Randy Orton show up on Raw? Will there now need to be some repositioning because of the CM Punk injury? So all these questions we'll get answers for. And remember, we put out Raw results in 60 seconds after the big show tonight. It's going to be an awesome Monday Night Raw must-see TV tonight as the road to WrestleMania begins. And if you're new to my channel, I'm doing a figure giveaway. I was going to try to do it today, but I had some stuff come up. Not going to be able to do the figure giveaway today, but we're going to start it tomorrow. The video of the figure. I have picked the figure. It's going to be an awesome figure. It's going to be an Ultimate Edition figure giveaway for our first figure giveaway contest. So make sure you subscribe to our channel because the contest is for subscribers only. And give this video a big thumbs up if you're going to watch Monday Night Raw, the Raw after the Rumble, baby. Have a nice day. Make it a twice as nice day.